What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Blab. I appreciate you stopping by. And without further ado, let's blab. Before we hop right into it, I did just surpass 200 subscribers. Shout out to everybody that's subscribed. If you haven't done so already, hit that button. We like to post almost every single day talking about what is new in the Pokemon hobby. So, let's get into it. Today, we had the release of Phantasmal Flames on the Pokemon Center. That included the Pokemon Center ETB, the booster box, and the booster bundle. This happened around 1 o'clock Eastern time, maybe a little before, after. I don't know exactly when it dropped, but that being said, because I didn't know exactly when it was dropping, I didn't get any product. And yes, I am upset about it. Charizard is one of, if not my favorite Pokemon. I know it's crazy, growing up in the early 2000s, the Pokemon that they put in front of everybody's face to get them excited, to get them hyped about an item, still gets me to this day. I know everyone likes Charizard now. They didn't like Charizard last year. They liked him the year before. It goes back and forth. When they release a product with Charizard on it, everyone wants it, except for when they don't want it, right? Like, let's talk about the Charizard, the Premium Collection, not the Lost Origins Super Premium Collection or Ultra Premium Collection. I'm talking about that big red box that came out around the holidays that had Sword and Shield packs in it. Now, I haven't looked at it recently. I'm sure it's gone up just like everything else, but nobody wanted that then, and I don't see anybody clamoring for it now. So, if you think you can just put Charizard on a box and have it go forever, you're right. You thought I was going to say that is not a thing you can do. It is one of the greatest rules that I've made for myself in the Pokemon hobby. If Charizard is on the box, it is probably a good buy. Obviously, you have to put it up against other market analytics, other ideas. But at the end of the day, I like to invest in what I enjoy, and that is Charizard. So I am upset that I did not get this product. Shout out to everybody that were doing live streams during that time. I guess I just was not tapped in. I wasn't on Instagram, wasn't even thinking about it, which is crazy because that's probably what Pokemon wanted to a large degree. They, uploaded these products into the back end last week after the fiasco the week before. So a lot of people thought it was going to release last week, and then they released it this week. I'm sure the bots got in there. By the time I was in there, I think I was like 600,000th in line. And while that sounds quite high, it is actually even worse than it sounds because I saw many other people after I got the news that this had come out that they were, 1 millionth in line, 1.1 millionth in line. And that was like an hour before I had even tapped into what was going on. So I was 600,000th in line for the product, and that's because people had already checked out and left. So when something like this comes out, I'm always going for the Pokemon Center ETB and the booster box display. For ME01 or base set mega, whatever you want to call it, I did get a booster box and I just checked out immediately because there had been so many issues with the Pokemon Center site. I was fine with that. I didn't even think about going to get the ETB. I knew there were 2 different ETBs for the set, whatever, what have you. Both of those ETBs in the secondary market are sitting around the $90 to $100 mark for ME01. Let's just look at the items real quick before we hop out of here. I think that the Pokemon Center, as well as the regular Phantasmal Flames booster box with Charizard Mega X, looks brilliant. I think it just looks awesome. So like I said, am I upset that I didn't get it? Yes. Am I going to pay $400 on eBay to lock in a Pokemon Center ETB that does not come out for 3 months? Absolutely not. This product, as well as the other Pokemon Center ETBs that are going parabolic right now, I don't think it is a good time to buy. People get upset paying 2-3x MSRP. We're talking about a $60 product that is going for $400 plus tax shipping. If you get into that we're looking at like a 5 to 10x right out of the pre-release gate. So no chance I'm buying this right now. Would I like to get it at some point? Yes, I would. Will there be more opportunity on Pokemon Center? I assume so. So I'll be hoping to try to get one on the Pokemon Center, and then if I'm not able to do that, I do think the price will come down. In the short term and even like midterm. I do think the product will come down in price. Now, coming down in price might just mean $250, $300. At some point, I will need to get this box. Just as a Charizard fan, I will need to get this box. What I'll probably end up doing is acquiring other product at MSRP pricing and then trading it at market price for something like this. That's my plan. I don't think I'll probably be able to get it in a future drop on Pokemon Center just because I don't have the best of luck, but that is your Pokemon Center ETB. Now we go into the booster box. It seems like it is going to look, like I've said for weeks, if not months, that the Phantasmal Flames booster box will look exactly like the Mega Evolutions base set booster box, except for the fact that this little logo right here will be there instead of just the Mega Evolutions logo, right? Because when you have this box in a sealed collection, you don't get the pack arts and the Charizard Mega X at the top. You get it folded over, and it seems like the Mega Evolution booster boxes are just going to be plain black boxes with the set name on them. That's great. I mean, we can see on the side, we do have Gengar, Mega Gengar. I assume on the other side will be the Charizard Mega X version. I mean, that's cool, I guess. Even ME01 has Venusaur and Lucario as the side arts. The fact that I'm talking about side arts on a booster box is diabolical, but that's where we're at. Do I need this box? Yeah, I do. I see that the price for ME01 is already like $300 a box. I have to assume this is going to come out the gate in that range, if not higher. Booster boxes being $300-$400 out of the gate seems to be the norm right now. I will not be buying in at that price. Could it go up for another 6 months, 12 months, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? It could. And at that point, I will just have to miss out on it. Again, you can try to do the strategy, get stuff from MSRP, trade it into something like this. I do think my only shot at getting this product will be either on Pokemon Center or at an in-store release. Yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of people love the booster box, and it seems highly collectible because they believe Pokemon is not printing them as much as other products. And if you go out to any big box store, that is true. But a big box store is not going to carry a booster box display. They just don't do it, right? You can get this at, I think you can still get it at like Best Buy, and maybe there's another place, but like this is mostly card shops and online with a handful of big box stores. You're not going into Target to get a booster box. You're not going into Costco and getting a booster box. These are ancillary products, ETBs, things like that you can find at those big box stores. But because it is a Charizard set, and I am a Charizard man, I'm a fan of the orange lizard boy, I will have to try at least to get this product at some point, at some time, when I think there is a good entry point. Right now, I think the good entry point is MSRP. Anything under $200, I am there for. ME01, under $200. Phantasmal Flames, under $200. I'm cool with that. Can it fall to under MSRP if they print it to the ground? Yes, it can. But I will be fine. I mean, if this is a $100 box a year from now and I paid $200 for it, I'm fine with that, right? And then I guess last would just be your booster bundle. This is a product that I don't even try to get on Pokemon Center. I do believe that clicking around on the website while there is a release going on with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people trying to get into the site is not worth the time. The juice is not worth the squeeze to try to get this product when attempting to check out a Pokemon Center ETB and a booster box. I mean, for some sets, we're going to have 2 ETBs and a booster box. Even that's kind of risky. I mean, you're making 7, 8, 10, 12 clicks on the Pokemon Center. They might shoot you out, give you the error 17, call you a bot. So that's what I think about the booster bundle. Also on top of the fact that obviously this is released across the board at pretty much every retail big box store, every card shop, online, in Costco, ETB, booster bundle combos. I mean, this is one of the biggest pushed products to get packs to people. We can still see that effect for something like Destined Rivals, right? Like the booster box is $400 a booster box right now, but the booster bundle is only $40, right? So you could get 10 booster bundles, which is 6 packs, so 60 packs essentially for $400 in the booster bundles, or you can get 36 packs for a sealed booster box. To each their own. Obviously, if you're opening packs, clearly you should be going with booster bundles for Destined Rivals. But I am definitely one that sees sealed product itself as an investment or as a collector piece. And I understand that the amount of printing for a booster box is why it's the price it is. It is the number one product that people want next to PC ETBs. But a lot of people new to the hobby don't even understand that not regular ETBs, I'm talking Pokemon Center ETBs, sat on Pokemon Center for a long time. You could get, I mean, even, I'm not looking at the charts right now, but I feel like even 6-8 months ago, you could get Shrouded Fable, Stellar Crown, Paradox Rift, Temporal Fort, like stuff like that wasn't super sought after. You could find that on Pokemon Center anytime, any day. You could order it. You could order a case of it. Now it's everybody needs it. The 151 is $1,000 a box. I really hope Pokemon just melts people's minds just before we go into the Mega Era, or maybe just after during the holiday season. I hope they just drop. Listen, I have no inside information. A lot of people speak with absolutes all the time. They know, they have distribution. They got 2 cases. They know it's going to be this print run, this, what. They don't know what they're talking about. I'm just saying I hope Pokemon has been printing Sword and Shield product, putting it away, and they just drop it on our faces sometime during the holidays, right? I could see tons of different ETBs. Could you imagine if you walk into a Target and there's just rows upon rows upon rows of 151 ETBs? Could you imagine the minds that would melt? But even if it's not that extreme and they're like, 151, Obsidian Flame, that's the old print box. Could you imagine if you walked into a store and you saw rows and rows and rows of ETBs of Journey Together, Destined Rivals, Prismatic Evolutions, all of these products that people still really want? I hope they do that. I'm hoping this product in general comes down to a decent price, because while I like to invest, collect, and flip, I do also enjoy some of the product, and it is definitely outside of what I am comfortable paying for the product as a collector. The question is it out of the price range as an investor? Those are like 2 different things to me, right? So if they're not 2 different things to you, and that's fine, but I can look at a product and say I might think there's investment ability there, and then maybe pay more for it than if I'm willing to just collect it and hold on to it, and it's just sentimental or whatever. Anyway, that's a big long blab, not even really about the release itself, but what I think about the products. Yes, I am hot press that I did not get any of this. However, I do think everything but the Pokemon Center ETB will be available in other stores, in other drops, all of those things. But the Pokemon Center ETB is probably the product I want the most out of this. So that stinks. Hopefully I get it at some other drop, some other release. I am not part of a notification gang or a cook squad or any of that. So if I happen to be on Instagram and somebody I follow puts a post out that it dropped, I'm there. If not, I'm just gonna have to pass. And generally, I'm not even mad at passing. Not mad at all. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Is it possible that they just print Phantasmal Flames to the ground because it's a Charizard set and people want it? Definitely possible. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Like, comment, and subscribe. Get in on that ground floor. Let me know if you were able to get this product. I know a lot of people said that it was up for like 2 hours. I was not tapped in until like 2.5 hours after the initial drop, so I had pretty much no chance. Like I said, I was 600,000th in line. Within like 5 to 10 minutes, I was in the site itself, and they were all sold out. So that's me. Somebody give me a link on the Pokemon Center ETB. I got you at retail price. Let's go. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one.